Hi, if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of August 2017? Let's tune in and find out. So, Aquarius, I think this is the month that you're going to be revamping things, that you're going to be looking to the past and going, I don't like this. And I think you're going to be clipping your wings, cutting things off a way that you don't like to do anymore. Some of you may be moving, some of you may be remodeling, some of you may be changing the way in which you work in business. Some of you may be changing your professions. Like, this is a complete metamorphosis. And for some of you, it may be completely out of the blue. Like, suddenly, you know what? I just changed my mind, sold everything, and I'm moving to Europe. I mean, just like these crazy, fantastical big shifts. And I'm not surprised, because we actually have a couple of eclipses, and that's what eclipses do. They really just propel us with sudden endings and sudden new beginnings. And we have a full moon eclipse August 7th in your sign in Aquarius. So that means this, culmination, everything comes together. So there's been something maybe that you've been working on. Maybe you've already moved, and you're just now going to remodel. Or maybe you've already changed careers, and now you're just kind of getting in the swing of it, right? So some of these big things could have already happened, because eclipses are like little pearls on a necklace, and each one kind of gets us to the next stage, right? So it could be that there's nothing new that happens, and it's just an amplification of what's already gone on. All right, so let's begin looking at your romantic relationships. For those of you that are coupled Aquarians, let's look and see what's romantically in store for you for the month of August. Well, I actually feel like there's rediscovery happening in the relationship as well. Like getting to know each other on another level, having more fun, more downtime. I could even see you having a trip overseas as a couple, and maybe taking in, something that you both enjoy, whether it's art or whether it's wine, or art and wine, right? I see you just kind of like really lingering and enjoying one another's company, and being a little fascinated with each other, like really bringing the, sexiness back into your relationship. So there's a rediscovery of love and of that, of one another. Now, that's available for you, but you're going to have to kind of like scratch the surface and look for it. And for some of us, if we hold grudges and, we don't do our own work, then we miss out on that opportunity. And this eclipse may come like a sock in the face, in the form of, your partner's unhappiness or your unhappiness, and it just like, right? So, either way, you're going to get there. It's just, is it going to be harsh or is it going to be easy? So just know that that's kind of what these eclipses do, is they just force things out of us. If we're not actively healing and moving towards the positive, the universe just kind of like ends up, you've heard the expression vomit all over them. Well, that's what that is. So let's not do that. Let's be proactive in healing our relationships and scratching the surface and looking for the good in our partner, and you'll have a terrific month. Now, for those of you that aren't in relationship and are interested in romance, let's see what's in store for you, Aquarians. Wow. So for you, I think it's, first of all, love is really going to find you. It's just a matter of, are you going to choose the right partner? Because I can see that sometimes what happens for you is that you get caught up with the wrong energy, with the wrong kind of individual, and the one that's not good for you, that takes you off track or down the wrong path, as opposed to the one that is good for you, which in some ways, Aquarians, you sort of feel like, oh, that's too boring or it's too easy. Well, this month, you want something more titillating and more exciting. Well, this month you can have it all. You can have the exciting relationship that keeps you on your path. So don't settle for the one that takes you off your path and ultimately ends up, breaking your heart. Those are like the married affairs, right? Like dating people that are already in affairs, or who already are in a relationship, or going down a path that isn't really truly you. So you know what's good for you. So don't settle, okay? If you say no to the first one that comes, I promise you there's going to be something better, or this person will come back around and show you how they're better. So they will change. So this month, Aquarians, say yes to the right love, okay? Say yes to the right kind of love, the one that's good for you. And that means you're going to have to let go of any fear of losing out, let go of like, oh my God, I never knew it so good. I never knew it so great. I'm going to share a quick story that just popped in my head twice, which is really for you. There was, recently I heard a friend speak, and they were talking about, they had seen their cousin, and this cousin of theirs knows all the laws of the universe and everything, and knows that, she was dating this guy that she just loved. This man did everything for her. For 2 years, they dated, and there was not one thing wrong. She felt like she had died and was this princess, and she loved him, and she loved how he cared for her. And so the last detail of the wedding was planned, and a week before the wedding, she thought, I never asked the universe if he's the right love for me, if I should really invest my life with this person. I want to marry him. I love him, and there's no signs that would be bad. So I'm going to ask, give me a sign if I should really marry him. And there was no sign all week long. And the day of the wedding, she wanted to make one little change with her wedding dress, and she talked to him about it, and he was furious. She'd never seen this side of him. He became obstinate and stubborn and said, if you have to make this change, then you're not the right wife for me. I forbid you to do this. And she remembered she asked for a sign, and she took that's my sign. And she used all her courage and her strength and said, no, I can't marry you. I don't even know who you are being in this moment. And she broke off the engagement. And do you know, within the same year, she met a complete new person and got married. And when the person was sharing this story, they had just celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary. So I'm telling you this, Aquarius, because there will be an opportunity where somebody will come along this month and they're not the right one. They're a lesser quality. They're a great person, but you're meant to have so much more. So when they show up, and if I'm wrong, if they show up and you let go and say, no, I'm not going to give my all to them. I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to maybe date them, but date other people and see really what I want. If you say no, something better is going to come along. And if it is that person, then that person will come back around even better, because we also have Mercury retrograde showing up August 12th through September 5th. And that's an energy of recreating, redoing, right? It's not a time when you want to start a brand new relationship, but it's great for old relationships coming back in and being even better. So it could draw somebody in from the past, and they could have done all their work, and now they are ready for a great relationship with you. But if you meet somebody for the first time during that time period, the recommendation is just friend zone them. Just have coffee, tea, get to know them, but don't create a romantic relationship with them until after the 5th, because then you'll have gained all the knowledge and information. After the 5th, you'll be able to see things that you couldn't see during that time frame because Mercury wasn't there to support us. Okay, so that Mercury retrograde is also a good time for you to sell anything, sell properties, sell cars, sell artwork, anything you need to get rid of. It's a perfect time to really make that push for that time frame. Okay, so now you know how you can create the most amazing relationship possible, Aquarians. So trust, let go, and let the right relationship come to you. All right, let's look at your careers now, Aquarians. Your creative energy is going to be off the charts. So you'll really be able to, like I said, create yourself any which way that you want. If you're somebody who's in fashion, you'll really be able to get a lot of people's attention. And you don't have to go, it's your way, right? There's no forcing to be a certain way. Like, you don't have to force yourself or contort yourself to get attention. It just flows through you naturally. You're just naturally you, and the attention comes. Okay? So it's not about trying to be something, you just are, just by being you. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. And the career can just explode, and it can be, like I said in the beginning, I feel like this is a metamorphosis that you guys really look at your career and the way you've been doing things, and you're going to get new ideas and make a lot of changes, and I see a lot of expansion. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are expanding into different continents, or taking on business partners, or different roles, or changing roles within your organization, or hiring within and beefing up people's roles to support you. I definitely feel like there's this huge expansive quality available for you, and you should do it. Invest in yourself, invest in your company, because I do feel like you've got the wherewithal to attract more business and to be more successful. And for those of you that are thinking the opposite, I need to shrink, I'm too big, I want to streamline my life, go for it. Wherever that rhythm is that is calling you, trust it and believe it, because there's money there, there's a renewal, there's a freshness there that you haven't seen maybe ever. I mean, it feels like such a new energy. I mean, listen, if this second new moon total solar eclipse has never been here in the last 100 years, you haven't seen this energy before. None of us have. So it's that kind of revitalization. It's not even revitalization, it's metamorphosis, because it's something completely new. Okay, so I'm really excited for you. So step into it and enjoy it. And that's really going to create the money, and it will flow to you, and it will come effortlessly. Okay, let's look at your health. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like maybe your focus hasn't been your health, and it comes around to your health, so that you just kind of become more automatic, knowing what to do and doing it, putting one foot in front of the other, so it just becomes automatic, so it doesn't become like this big thing that you have to do, or this project, right, or another diet. It just feels like this is the month where it's just in the flow, and it's just the thing that you do, right? And it's nothing, it's not big, but it's beneficial, and it's just, it feels organic, and it feels easy, and I don't feel like I'm out of sorts with it, or that it's over consuming my life, like, 3 hours at the gym every day, to maintain this, or having to spend 2 hours shopping and an hour cooking these, special meals. It just feels like whatever shows up this month is very organic and very natural and helpful for your body, on all levels, mental, physical, spiritual. So if there's something new, that does show up for you, it's going to be very easy to incorporate. Your body loves it, you love it, it just works. So be on the lookout for that, if that isn't already flowing for you, that you can expect that this month too. All right, Aquarians, such great energy for you, such an opening, and it's very exciting for you. So just go with it, soar with it, show everybody how it's done, because that's kind of like who you are being this month. Really use these eclipses to your advantage. So have a wonderful August, everybody. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below. I'll come back around and answer and respond, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.